Maya, good to see you. Welcome to Popternative.
Good to see you. How you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. So much happens before you go to camera on One Fast Move, right? There's so many kind of discussions, figuring out the character. So from a storytelling acting perspective, you could see it as two journeys, right? Before filming it and after filming it, or do you see it as one big journey with multiple steps? I'm curious about that.
That's a great question. I see it as one journey, actually. I think prep work is definitely obviously very different from the tangible day-to-day aspect of it, but it all just feels like one thing from the day I start prepping to the day I wrap. Once I wrap, I tend to try to let it go as much as I can because otherwise I become a little obsessed.
Yeah.
So yes, I try to let it go on wrap, or maybe once I'm done with ADR.
When I'm watching a film like this that has so many elements in it, it's got the action, it's got the romance, it's a little intense at times, you know what I mean? I'm really curious about the script to screen. Like, what was that like kind of reading the script for this and then actually going and seeing it come to life on screen for you?
Honestly, I read it and I instantly met with Kelly. So I think for me, Kelly, our director, for me, I had a very privileged experience to kind of read it and then hear him explain to me what he wanted it to become.
Yeah.
So I very quickly kind of got the gist of it, which was wonderful because I really understood who this character was and who he wanted her to be and what the story that she was telling would be. So I think for me, the script to screen was wonderfully explained to me by our director who also wrote the script. So it felt very clear.
Oh, absolutely. How separate are past projects for you versus something like this? Like, do you bring things from Pretty Little Liars or past projects, even for the musical components, to something like this, preparation mindset wise, or are they like separate as soon as you wrap them?
No, absolutely. I think for me, I try to, as an actor, kind of add tools into my little toolbox. So I don't think I really think about it maybe, but there's definitely after every single thing I've ever been a part of, I add different tools. I think I learned from my castmates on PLL. I learned so many endless amounts of things that I then took on with me and whatever would help me, I would then go and tackle the next project with those tools that I learned from watching them and from sharing space with them. So I think I definitely have learned the most from the people that I've shared spaces with.
Congrats with everything also going on in like kind of the musical theater Broadway space, but I'm so happy for you. It's amazing.
Thank you so much.
Is that planned or is that kind of just happened that you are going to be doing some musical theater? You are going to be doing some acting like this where it's kind of involving kind of action sports and the romance component of it? Or is that kind of planned or does that happen for you? Just happen?
Well, I'm a theater kid.
Yeah.
I grew up on theater, so it was always my dream. It was always something I really aspired to do. And I was just very, very, very lucky that Hadestown came to be. It was always my dream. My first agent here in the US was a theater agent. I was very set on hopefully one day making it to Broadway. So I'm very honored that the days come. Really ridiculous.
Making its rounds on TikTok, as you probably know, which is crazy.
These slime tutorials, so many bootlegs. God, I'm so nervous every time I perform the one song that always gets leaked. I'm so nervous.
I know.
So
It's no, but I'm really happy for you. I want to kind of know, specifically on a film like this, because you talked about kind of the director and the writer and everything. But no matter whether you've been on a set one time or thousands of times, you're always going to learn something new. What were some learning experiences for you as a storyteller on One Fast Move?
I think I learned a lot from Kelly's room for freedom. We had so much freedom to play.
Yeah.
We played so much on that set. We would do takes in which we would not say a single word that was written. And because Kelly was so clear with what he needed from us, I think KJ and I really trusted him. We were all right, what do you need? We would do a take that was completely clean. We do a couple. I think it was very fun to get to play with that level of freedom. Especially a lot of the times one can get really caught up on words. So it was very fulfilling as an actor to bring as much truth as I possibly could to this character through the way that maybe I would speak.
Absolutely.
It was very
for
fun.
sure.
I loved working with Kelly and KJ.
Absolutely. No, absolutely. And, congrats on One Fast Move. Congrats on PLL. Congrats on Hadestown. Congrats on everything. One Fast Move is going to be on Prime Video August 8th. You can check that out. Maya, so great chatting with you. Thank you so much and all the best.
Oh, great chatting with you. Have a great day. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you for tuning in to Popternative. Make sure to check out our past episodes of Popternative on YouTube.
This has been an Autograph Communications production.